I'm pretty sure most of y'all have heard of the Amazon rainforest, and some of you probably even dreamed of going there. Well, here's what's actually waiting for you, and why it totally sucks. Our guy Alex had been planning a trip to the Amazon rainforest for a long time, and he finally made it. Alex isn't dumb enough to travel solo, so he brought 4 friends with him: Liam, James, Olivia, and Jack. They were all hyped and started exploring the local jungle together, but then Alex had the brilliant idea to split up so they could cover more ground. Everyone agreed, and that's how their little adventure began. Liam was just walking around looking for something cool when he noticed a tiny dark spot on the ground. He leaned in to check it out and saw what looked like a harmless ant. He tried to pick it up, totally unaware that he'd just met a bullet ant. Its venom can kill a squirrel, and while it won't kill a human, the sting feels like getting shot. No joke. And of course, the bullet ant bit him. After a long, painful moment of straight-up agony, Liam finally recovered and kept going. Next thing he ran into? A Titius cerulatus, or what locals call the Brazilian yellow scorpion. It's barely 2 inches long, but easily one of the most dangerous scorpions out there. Just one sting can actually kill a human. Luckily, this little dude decided Liam wasn't worth the trouble and just walked away. But hey, the Amazon rainforest isn't just about ants and scorpions. After wandering around for a while, Liam spotted something on a tree. A shadow. A shape. Turns out, it was a Brazilian wandering spider. Now, Liam remembered all those times he casually squashed spiders in his room as a kid and nothing ever happened. So naturally he thought he could take this one too. Big mistake. The spider didn't just dodge his attack, it fought back. And if you didn't know, the Brazilian wandering spider isn't just scary looking, it's the most venomous spider in the entire world. Within minutes, Liam started to feel his muscles locking up, one by one. Breathing got harder with every attempt. That's because this spider's venom paralyzes the muscles used for breathing. So yeah, slow suffocation and death were 100% on the table, if things had actually gone that way. But let's rewind for a sec. Liam wasn't that dumb. He knew his house spiders had nothing on this absolute nightmare, so he backed off and kept moving. Along the way, he also ran into swarms of mosquitoes, but lucky for him, he had insect repellent. Without it, any one of those tiny bloodsuckers could have infected him with malaria, yellow fever, or even encephalitis. Despite all the nightmare fuel around him, Liam kept going deeper into the Amazon rainforest. That's when he noticed something weird. A tiny, super bright creature just chilling on a leaf. It was so small, Liam could pick it up with just one finger. Big mistake number 2. That cute little thing was a golden poison frog. Now don't let the name fool you. Yeah, it's golden, and yeah, it looks kinda adorable, but this tiny frog is one of the deadliest creatures on Earth. Like, ever. Here's the kicker, it doesn't even need to bite you. The toxins on its skin alone are enough to kill you. How much does it take? Just 2 micrograms. That's it. That's enough to shut down your nervous system and send you packing, and once Liam touched it, well, let's just say things were already looking very bad for him. While Liam was getting to know the smaller creatures of the Amazon rainforest, Olivia, while making her way through the rainforest, came right to the famous Amazon River. She looked around, didn't see anything suspicious, and decided to take a swim. The temperature was pretty high after all. Just a second later, she heard some strange sounds behind her in the water, and in the very next moment, a black caiman was staring right at her. This alligator is the true boss among its kind. It can grow up to 6 meters long, and some scientists even consider it the largest of all alligators. It's strong enough to easily kill giant snakes or wildcats, which means taking down Olivia would have taken it just a split second. But apparently, that black caiman had already had a good meal, so it simply swam away. By the way, in water, it can reach speeds of up to 48 kilometers per hour. Just as Olivia started to feel safe, she suddenly noticed a whole group of bloodthirsty piranhas, or at least that's how everyone describes them. But Olivia isn't stupid and knows that if you don't provoke or tease piranhas, they won't care about you, so she just swam back to shore. After walking a bit along the riverbank, Olivia found a boat and thought it was a great idea. After about 5 minutes of rowing, she remembered she hadn't actually swum in the Amazon River. She gets ready, jumps in, comes back up, and suddenly something brushed past her leg, and she immediately realized it was an electric eel. These creatures can grow up to 1.5 to 2 meters long, and thanks to the massive amount of electrocytes, they can produce a shock of up to 860 volts. That's not enough to kill a human, but blacking out is almost guaranteed. That's exactly what happened. Olivia passed out, but somehow drifted back to shore. When she woke up, she saw a fin. She couldn't figure out what it was. The fin really looked like a shark's. But the Amazon River is fresh water, and sharks shouldn't even be here. But Olivia decided not to take any chances, and that was definitely the right call, because that fin belonged to a bull shark. This shark is perfectly adapted to live in both salt water and fresh water, and spotting one in the Amazon River isn't all that rare. But the bull shark isn't just known for surviving in fresh water, it's considered the most aggressive shark out there. Unlike the great white, it doesn't need a reason to attack a human. Meanwhile, Alex wasn't wasting any time either, and during his journey, he came across something massive. Everyone remembers that Alex is smart and had spent a lot of time preparing for his Amazon Rainforest adventure, so he immediately realized that it was an anaconda. This giant snake is basically the symbol of the Amazon Rainforest and easily one of its most iconic creatures. According to some reports, anacondas can grow up to 7 to 8 meters long and weigh around 200 kilograms. Luckily for humans, anacondas aren't venomous and are generally neutral toward people. Alex looked at the anaconda, then the anaconda looked at Alex, then Alex again, and the anaconda again. After this little staring contest, Alex figured that if this kept going, the anaconda might just attack and crush him with its massive body. So he left her alone and she went back to chilling. But Alex's happiness didn't last long, because just 10 minutes later, he came across a Bushmaster, and this beauty is venomous. To be honest though, the mortality rate from Bushmaster bites is only around 10 to 12%. This snake can grow to 2 to 2.5 meters long, but it only weighs 3 to 5 kilograms. They exchanged glances, and Alex noticed that the Bushmaster started to move its tail, signaling that it was preparing to strike. Alex knew that if he just calmly backed away, everything would be fine, but he decided to test his speed and ran with all his might. If the Bushmaster had caught up and bitten Alex, the mildest thing that would have happened to him would be intense stomach pain, vomiting, and cramps, and in the worst case, Alex could have simply died. Fortunately, Bushmasters are very lazy and wouldn't waste their energy and venom on every passerby, so the snake just let Alex run away. I won't go into details about poisonous fruits or plants that explode and fly apart at 250 kilometers per hour, but Jack and James are definitely worth mentioning. On their journey, they didn't encounter any snakes, frogs, spiders, or sharks. But one thing they certainly didn't expect to see was indigenous people. The largest tribe is the Yanomami, with a population of 29,000 people. Most of the indigenous people are hostile toward tourists, so Jack and James were certainly less lucky than the others. The best outcome for them would have been to simply leave, but the indigenous people didn't let them do that. After that, no one ever saw or heard from these two guys again. What happened to them remains a mystery to this day. And that's not even mentioning the jaguars, who would happily find out what you taste like. So after all this, you still want to say that getting stuck in the Amazon rainforest isn't a sucks.